Welcome to the JayC Show. Selamat malam, 大家好. How are you? Now today is going to be another show full with information and some exciting news as well, because today we'll be talking about the one thing that I love most to do, that is to do events. Because before this I was into events, business and everything like that, and I always attend huge and amazing events here in Sarawak. But then again, more to talk about. We have an interesting guest for you guys on this episode of the JayC Show, so do not go anywhere. Grab your coffee, grab your biscuits, walakwe, masak megi pa indah semua dapat, and stay put because we're going to have a fun show for you guys tonight. We're not over. This is JayC Show, the CMCO Edition. We'll be right back. Okay, so now today I want to talk about something that is rarely been happening in the year of 2020 because due to the pandemic. Now kami tahu banyak benda yang kita sepak bola semasa pandemik tu, khususnya and especially of events. All right. Now we're always hoping for events to help us entertain and to introduce new artists or to listen to a new song and to be part of a celebration. And unfortunately, this year, 2020, is not the year to do that yet. But hopefully next year could be the big year for all events out there. Now I want to talk specifically about a certain event that is very prestigious in Sarawak, and that is the Rainforest World Music Festival. Now I know this is it's kind of random for me to bring out the rainforest topic because it's one of the events that I'm always looking forward to attend, and unfortunately this year there's no rainforest going on in 2020, but we have a guest, many people behind the Rainforest World Music Festival to come and talk to us and see what are the plans for Rainforest World Music Festival in years to come. But also not only for such a huge platform of an event, but of course certain event like weddings, concerts, music gigs. Some of the ones that I miss the most is just concerts and live performances. We miss that a lot. I feel you. Kami faham di semua penonton di rumah nun memang kita tak susah ada event pas semua yang tengah untuk dianjurkan. Khususnya kepada orang yang mau nikah. Tok lah masalahnya nak. Kami faham semua orang di sini memang teruskan plan untuk nikah apa semua, teruskan majlis perkahwinan, tapi sayangnya sempat jemput kawan-kawan yang terdekat ataupun akan sekejar. Sila kami menggalakkan orang have to invite orang yang macam 200, 500, tapi sometimes certain orang pun ya kawannya banyak kami, so it's really tough and memang agak mencabarkan bagi sesiapa yang ingin mengajukan apa-apa pun lah function ataupun majlis yang untuk tahun tu, untuk 2020. Tapi sehal, no worries. Next year maybe semua akan menjadi pulih baik lagi. So anda bolehlah teruskan plan orang untuk mengajukan apa-apa majlis yang orang ingin. Sebab bukan saja untuk nikah ataupun Rainforest lah, tapi untuk sambutan juga, birthday kah atau persambutan tentang a beautiful cause for charity. Even tak kebajikan pun, wala event pun susah untuk mengumpul dana, untuk mencari income, untuk beri sokongan to fund a charity organization. They're also having a lot of troubles. But I'm not gonna blabber around about what's not gonna happen. Let's talk about the future right now, okay? So this is the time, 2020 is the perfect time for us to plan whatever it is that you guys plan to do. Let it be in weddings, let it be in events, in concerts, in launchings of certain products or brands that maybe some of you have a business that you guys want to run, that you guys want to launch a certain a new product or a new brand. This is the time to actually plan it out all because you have a year to plan ahead. And when the vaccine is coming, and I know for sure that the vaccine is coming because we all been praying it for, and everybody's in this together. And when the vaccine actually comes and when everything is all back to normal, that is when you guys can actually execute your event. So this is time to actually plan out whatever you guys have planned for this year. So please do not lose hope. To all event organizers out there, to all people in the event industry, Let it be big or small, jangan putus asa. Okay, tok lah peluang. Tahun tu adalah peluang untuk orang untuk plan benda-benda. Atau benda-benda apa nak mau pula tahun depan, tahun yang akan datang mau nikah seorang, nikah 4 orang boleh juga. Just go ahead. And of course, before we move on to the commercial break as well, do not go anywhere because we have a guest today. Okay, I'll be interviewing our guest via StreamYard, via online video conference call with the people behind Rainforest World Music Festival. Now, if you guys want to know more what the Rainforest Music Festival is all about, please do not go anywhere, stay put, because it's a prestigious event, it's a huge event, well known in Sarawak today, and I want to thank everybody behind Rainforest World Music Festival. And not only that, we also have the What About Kuching Festival, WAK. Everybody will probably know about WAK, but it's events all in general today for the JayC Show. Do not go anywhere. We're going to be talking with Yeoh, our guest for today, and today will be all about the future and how events is going to be like here in Sarawak. So do not go anywhere. I'm going to talk to you guys soon right here on the JayC Show. Bawa ke sini. All right, now welcome again to the JayC Show. Right now, I'm about to bring out our guest for this episode. All right, one of the many people behind the prestigious Rainforest World Music Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody at home, let's welcome Yeoh. Hello, Junlin. Thank you so much for being on the show and for doing this on such a rough time around because it's a pandemic. And how are you doing? Hope you're doing great.
Hi, JayC. Yes, as well as can be. I think no complaints, even though
that's awesome.
Terrible times that we live in. But here we are.
Of course, yeah, it's just pretty hard. Now, basically, the viewers at home mostly are Sarawakians will be watching this as well, and I bet most of them have already known about Rainforest World Music Festival. So you are one of the peoples behind it. Can you just briefly introduce what you do in your role and part of the Rainforest?
I'm the artistic and production director. I put the shows up. That's about it. Well, all the curation
Awesome.
of the shows, the program. No, that's it. That's me.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Yeah. So I believe we met briefly during the one of the another festival launching, and we were also talking a little bit about the Rainforest World Music Festival. But unfortunately, this year there won't be any festival going on. But maybe on your point of view, what are the plans moving forward from this year for the Rainforest World Music Festival? What are the plans and backup that you guys have in the bag of tricks, I would say?
Well, for 2020, of course, it's out the window, which was very disappointing because we had such a huge show planned. So I've put out a playlist of Rainforest past bands, which was very emotional. And then a couple of months later, we had a little Celtic program, postcards from Scotland, given to Rainforest music. So now we're planning for 2021. And like
Awesome.
everybody else in the world, we are on the cusp of trying to decide what to do, right? And with the vaccine,
Right, because everything's that's so unpredictable at this point. Yeah, so unpredictable at this point. So let's talk a little bit about the Rainforest World Music Festival. I bet since this is the debut TV for Rainforest Music Festival's content, so I bet nobody has been talking about it on TV yet. So since we have this opportunity, just go through a little bit about what Rainforest World Music Festival is all about to all the viewers who might not heard of it yet, but I'm sure it's like 90% of Sarawakians have already heard about it. So let's go through us briefly what Rainforest World Music Festival represents and what is it all about.
Well, as the title says, it's world music, which is like a generic term. But our music presented has to be very strong cultural or indigenous identity. It can be roots, traditional, classical, fusion, everything. But the identity of the cultural source that it comes from is very important to us.
Exactly.
So, and now we're supposed to be in the 23rd year. I don't know how to count this anymore now that we're missing a year. we're almost more than a music festival. So yes, performances, workshops, tutorials, drum circles, everything music we're trying to do. And we, for
Beautiful.
2020, we actually had 8 stages planned. So
Wow.
heartbroken is not the word.
Yeah, I know, it's sad because it's one of those events that you look forward to be part of every year because it's such a prestigious event, and not only for the local Sarawakians, but it's globally known as one of the best Rainforest music festival known worldwide, and we would see people from different backgrounds, from different countries, and wow, I'm grateful enough to be able to be involved with a few of the Rainforests, but 8 stages, wow, that could have been something huge this year.
Well, we were
that's
snowballing
crazy.
towards the 25th anniversary. You know, we were kind of gathering
Wow.
downhill adrenaline.
Yeah.
And the CEO of the Sarawak Tourism Board,
Crazy.
who obviously
Okay.
owns the festival, kind of threw me a challenge
Right.
at the beginning of it, saying, you know, by the 25th
Wow.
anniversary, I want to see multiple stages, whatever. And while
More
I kind of
stages,
gave
wow,
her
that's
this,
crazy.
the drop jaw,
You
and
gave
then
her-
proceeded to have 8 stages.
Oh, that could have been epic though.
That.
Yeah. Right. Then you'll be surprised if she asked for about 20 stages. That would blow everybody's
Oh, no,
mind
no.
out. Moving forward, will the 8 stages be brought to the future Rainforest Music Festival? Will you still bring this plan forward, or there might be some changes? Yeah, because it all depends on the crowd control and how the pandemic is, everything like that. But also, I want to touch on a little bit in depth of this festival, the music that you guys brought in. It's so unique, it's so cultural, and it's full of passion and heritage and just education. I would say it's a musical education for me to being part of Rainforest. I mean, in my personal point of view, but run to us what kind of music usually that you guys are looking for in Rainforest Music Festival, because sometimes there'll be musicians around the world doing what they love, but let's say if there is a musician who is interested to be part of this prestigious event, so what kind of music are you guys actually looking for to be part of such huge, giant event?
Cultural background, a cultural identity. That's what it is. But again, I've started the mosaic stage as well, where it's a little bit more broader, encompassing. So the best thing is send me music to listen to. I that's what I do. In
Wow.
I'm a hermit. I just listen to music all the time.
Music lover, yeah.
I just need to listen. I just need to listen to it and see if I can see it working at the Rainforest.
Wow.
But now we have the outside stages, which is very dancey, party, standing audience.
Of course. Yeah, and not only it is a show for a musical performance, but as well, it is also an education. It's a learning journey as well, because you will have workshops of different kinds of dances and music, and even there's like tribal tattoo workshops going on. So it's really, really unique in a way. And the most important part of it is it helps a lot in terms of the tourism industry right here in Sarawak. And that I would like to applaud for that Rainforest World Music Festival for doing such a huge impact on the tourism side. But anyways, also, I would like to know, there's also volunteers involved. People would just volunteer and be part of the festival. And that's such a good thing for anybody who wants to be part. Yeah. Just tell us a little bit about how does that came to be. And then, yes, I also want to know how many people in total are involved of setting up the whole thing from the planning, from the pre-planning until the actual day. How many people are involved in total? Roughly, you don't have to give like an exact number. Because here that's huge.
I can only talk about the production side, which is what I handle. And we have about 100 to 150 volunteers every year.
Wow.
And they come, they take leave, they pay their own way here. It's
that's amazing.
I tell you, gratitude is not the word. And we couldn't do it without them.
Of course.
So on my side, the staff, the volunteers, probably the technical crew, by the time on my side, it's about 150 to 200 people.
Wow.
But then there's the
That's
site
amazing.
management that tourism board takes care of. So
Yes,
they
of
will
course.
have more people. And I don't know how many people they have, JayC, I'm
Wow.
sorry.
Well, it's okay. It's just a rough number, but it's amazing. It's an amazing thing. Now, okay, John Lin, we've come to the end of our interview. Now, before I sign off, once again, on behalf of everybody who's been a huge fan of Rainforest World Music Festival, I want to thank you so much for always putting in the work, putting extra hours. I know it's tough coming up with world international events. I want to thank you, and I hope that someday we can actually bring a Rainforest World Music Festival on TV in any way possible. And thank you so much for your time, for being here and agreeing to do this. We appreciate it, and I can't wait to talk to you even more. And please come to my set when everything is all fine. Come to the set.
Thanks,
Come to the
JayC.
beautiful sofa.
Take care.
All right, thank you so much. I'm going to talk to you soon, Jolene. More to talk about.
Bye.
More to talk about.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And
Thanks.
stay safe.
Bye.
And stay safe.
You too. You too.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Wow, now isn't that such a spectacular moment? And the highlights from Rainforest World Music Festival really give me some nostalgic moments because being part of that event myself, being part of the audience and just awed with all the performances is such a crazy, crazy experience. And I hope right after this pandemic is over, everybody who haven't been to the Rainforest can get to go there, get a ticket and experience it with your friends and family. Whew. So siapa yang pernah pergi lah ke event Rainforest State, memang satu pengalaman yang memang gila lah. Sila gila sampai kita pergi, saya tak jadi orang gila, sila. Tapi yang memang fun, yang memang banyak music yang unik yang mendatang daripada macam-macam negara di luar nun. It's like global phenomenon, Rainforest World Music Festival, and it's such a wonderful event. And not only Rainforest World Music Festival is the only event that is able to captivate people's attention and attraction. Is there's a lot going on. We have the WAK Festival, which is What About Kuching, which I'm so honored and humbled to be part of as well for 3 years straight. And I'm sure there's a lot more events going on here in Kuching, Sarawak. Not only in such an entertainment and huge events, but of course the small gigs as well. Don't we just miss all those small gigs, those intimate, those private gigs, let it be if it's a rock concert or a metal band gig or is a hip hop block party or a hip hop private event. Everything is just so happening, and we need all those entertainment in our lives, especially in such a beautiful and peaceful town in Kuching, Sarawak. And we can't wait to have more and more events like that of such here in Kuching, Sarawak. Now also I want to talk a little bit about the passionate people behind it, okay? Because aside from all the people who's been supporting and funding these events, we got to talk about the performers. The performers are in need of platforms to perform and showcase their talents and showcase their work, their artistic, creative work to be shown to the world. And these are the only platforms not the only platform. These are one of the many platforms that we can have here in Sarawak to showcase these talents. And I hope everything goes well, man, because I really want to see more of my friends, or more of the people. I also want to see new faces coming up. New faces from Sarawak coming up, showing their skills and their abilities to entertain the world. Isn't that just such a beautiful thing? And kami berharap lah semua yang berbakat di luar sini, let it be dalam musik ga, dalam persembahan tarian ga, atau bola lawak ke, atau mana-mana lah yang berkaitan dengan hiburan, atau harap tolong bersabar and teruskan to berlatih dan to make your craft more presentable in the future, because get ready, because when everything this is over, there's a lot for you guys to do after the pandemic. So please stay put and stay strong. All right, now in this show as well, because we can't have a lot going on as well, so I can only give you guys some info and some insight of what's happening actually around the world right now. And I want to say that everybody's doing their best to live the life that they can as normal as possible with the new norm, of course. So stay put and be strong, be a fighter, and we can all go through this. Now also I want to touch a little bit about the people who's working so hard behind the cameras as well. I want to give a shout out to my production crew for always keeping JayC Show running and in tech and always coming out with new stuff to keep you guys entertained. So harap anda terhibur dengan show tu, walaupun sih lah berapa gila banyak benda lah kau dengar kami kelakar je, tapi harap anda terhibur di rumah. Okay, teruskan menghibur dan teruskan menonton the JayC Show. Di situ ada pun di YouTube. Mungkin ada topik-topik yang interesting yang tong mau dengar ke, atau topik yang tong mau discuss ke, atau benda-benda yang tong mau nanya ke, you can always follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And if you want to watch our replays of all our episodes, log into the YouTube account and just subscribe to TVS. Now, if you don't know how to find us in Facebook and Instagram, I'm going to put it down right here, right now. You see, right here. Okay, nunjuk situ Facebook, Instagram account, the JayC Show, and of course my personal Instagram account. You can just talk to me anytime. If tong ada topik yang tong mau discuss untuk dalam the JayC Show, please engage with us, leave comments, and we will try our best. Kami si janji ya, kami si janji, si boleh janji. Takut janji, lu mungkin janji lu kita sakit hati. Tapi si mau nyakit hati kita lah. Okay. So thank you so much for watching to another episode of the JayC Show, and this episode is all about big events, gigs, and what's happening around in Kuching, Sarawak. And we were not able to witness and experience it yet this year, but 2021 is going to be the year for everybody. So once again, I want to sign off with a simple message and a little motivation to all the frontliners out there, all the frontliners who's watching this. Thank you, hats off. We are with you. Everything is going to be okay, and we're happy to fight this battle with you on and off camera. Thank you so much. We'll see you again on another episode of the JayC Show.